So we start out with the and then you got the, and then over here this. Oh, and that we're gonna test out this reflective heat tape on the intake and just see how much of a difference it makes. Right now it's about 80 degrees outside, and I'm also gonna put some insulation on the heat shield for the cold air intake, and we'll show the air intake temperature and see what the difference is.
You're gonna break your car.
You're not gonna break it just by starting it.
Can I leave the door open?
Yeah.
Just say it now and edit it.
Well, I can't edit the.
You can crop these videos.
Well, no, I mean, turn off the flashlight. So we're driving around right now. It's still about 80 degrees outside, I think, anyways, unless it dropped a little bit. But the intake air temperature is showing just a solid 80, 82, about that. Are you feeling it in my face?
No. Oh yeah, it's 82.
And if we. Stays about the same temperature even when I accelerate. She's picked the music for this section. This is the installation I'm putting on. I just got it from like O'Reilly's. I don't even know what it's called, but I got one side done of the intake box right there. And I'm gonna have to cut some weird shapes to go around that. But yeah, that's just the outside right there. Hopefully that'll protect it from some of the heat. All right, I have both sides of the outside done. That side was pretty simple. And then, can't even hold it right. There's around the hole. I didn't make it like super perfect. But it's not really gonna be seen too much. Well, there we got the first little roll on. So I've got most of the intake wrap now, but this bigger portion where it's curved is really weird to wrap, so it's getting pretty wrinkled on the front. I think that's pretty much unavoidable, and I'm having to do smaller and smaller patches. It's probably gonna look a little bit janky around this curve, but the rest of it's looking okay. After 77 billion grueling hours, we finally wrapped the entire intake. I'm gonna hit it with the heat gun, see if that does anything. But we got the logo cut out there, got the sensor stem there wrapped. Whole thing's wrapped. It looks, I mean, I think it looks okay for how these usually look. I think it's pretty clean. It looks like a legendary item. And then we also went and insulated the entire inside and the bottom of this. It's a little bit heavier now. You can hear the weight of it, but honestly, I think that'll do some good for it. Also, my girlfriend turned into a guy. It's a goose! Got the heat going. Let's see if it does anything. Maybe it's just repelling all the heat. All right, well, we tried to hit it with the heat gun. I think we got some of the wrinkles out on the top, or at least made them a little bit smaller.
Oh, I didn't realize that, did you?
I didn't even get it in frame. This thing glows on video, holy shit. All right, after shoving the whole intake back in here finally, because this thing doesn't even fit really because of this nitrous plate, so it barely clears that, and then this Canon filter is like so big it rubs. So this really doesn't fit, but I jam it in there anyways. I say it looks pretty good actually. I mean, it's a little more like flair to it, I guess. It's interesting looking, but so this is all insulated, and then that's got the heat wrap, and let's just take it for a test drive. It has dropped about 10 degrees, so it's about 71 out right now. All right, it's 71 degrees outside right now, and we are reading 68 right now. That's lower than the outside temperature. Used to, with just the cold air intake and the Ram air hood, or the like outside feeding air hood. It's not a direct Ram air hood, but that was we were getting 3 or 4 over the outside temperature, and now when I'm going like 70 or so, then I'm getting 1 or 2 under, which isn't a huge improvement, but one thing I have noticed I slow down, usually if I come to a stop, the numbers will shoot up to like 150 or something just when it's idling. And I've noticed that it hasn't gone past 76 even when I've been at a red light. And it is cooler outside than it was right now. It's only in, you know, the low 70s, and it, you know, when it's like 90s and it's got the sun on it and that kind of stuff. Oh dang, now it's down to 66. So I've been sitting in the driveway for about a minute now, and it's only gone up to 108, which is definitely a lot cooler than it used to be. I think one thing, it'll reduce the temperature when I'm driving around, but it'll also keep the heat lower when I'm just sitting, especially at lights and stuff. That's going to be great because it'll only raise like a couple degrees or something, not that much. So after driving around for a little bit, I'm actually really impressed with how it turned out. It was cooler than the outside air temperature, which is nice. And you should know I already have a cold air intake and a hood that inducts fresh air from the outside in right into this box. But even then, putting this insulation and this heat wrap in dropped the temperature about 10 degrees driving around. So I would say it's worth it for, like, I mean, this stuff, the roll of it I got was like $10 and the roll of this was like $7. So I would say it's worth it, and it does seem to work. Also, let me know if y'all want to see more videos like this, because I have tons of stuff that I kind of want to just like add and go test out and see how they are. And it'd be really fun to do that kind of stuff with my friends.